Welcome everyone to another match of League of Legends here on Summoner's Rift. I am aspiring shoutcaster CaptainFlowers, and this game is a little bit of a celebrity match of sorts. It is a ranked 5 match coming to us from the North American ladder. And one thing we can notice if you look at the player names on the left side of your screen here is that the blue team consists of a lot of well-known league personalities. So I'm sure this game's going to be full of plenty of fun antics and shenanigans to cast. So without further ado, let's get straight to the rosters. Coming here in on the blue team, we have Riven in the top lane, Zac jungling, Katarina mid, Vayne AD carry, and Thresh on support. Their opponents on the red team are going to be Maokai in the top lane, Sejuani jungling, Cho'Gath in mid, Sivir AD carry, and Alistar backing her up on the support role. We got into this game a little bit late here at the 6-minute mark. Score is 2-1, 2 kills on Zac, 1 death on Katarina, 1 kill on Sejuani, and deaths on both members of the red team bot side. Blue team is up just 600 gold here with no towers or dragons taken, so let's get right into the action. Red team pushing up in the bot lane. Sivir, a stronger laning AD carry than Vayne is, so red team likely going to be wanting to pressure this lane early, make Vayne feel that pressure, make her have to CS under her turret, try to shut her down and stop that unstoppable late game Vayne from coming out any earlier than it has to. Zac is here, however, he jumps onto Sivir, lands the knockup. She's surely going to go down. Her spell shield can't save her from all that damage. They're trying to donate it. However, Zac is going to take the kill away. 3-1 now for blue team, going up just a little over 1,000 gold. Cho'Gath versus Katarina in mid lane. Cho'Gath is a character that's very hard for Katarina to do anything to, simply because he's so tanky just with the innate health that he gets from his ultimate. Katarina trying to go up and poke him a little, thinking she's safe under her turret. However, the ignite plus feast damage coming out from Cho'Gath, the wombo combo with the true damage abilities proving way too much as Katarina gets caught off guard and brought down. Blue team now shoving up in bot side after having Zac come down, help them out. Zac doing a lot of favors for blue team here in the bot lane, making sure that Vayne gets out of this laning phase safe and sound and turns into that mid-game and late-game monster that she is capable of being. Topside, Riven taking a 10 CS lead over Maokai. Maokai going with the team fight build. Catalyst the Protector likely going to be built into a Righteous Glory. He is teleporting bottom, though. Sejuani gets taken out by a teleport from Riven. Alistar, Maokai is exhausted. He does have the ultimate up, but Riven jumping in the back, killing Alistar as well. Sivir and Maokai now trying to fight these three, but Zac's here, knocking Maokai up into the air. Maokai gets chilling smited. They're on towards him. That's a triple kill for Riven. She's taking tower aggro. No, it transfers to Zac. Pops the passive. They don't quite get the kill on him yet. They're trying to protect these bloblets, but Sivir wants to try to pick up this kill here. Vayne trying to peel her away until Zac can come back. He does. The heal coming out, saving Vayne from the return hit on the boomerang blade. Very well played by blue team as 3 members now with only a couple hundred HP managing to pull this tower down. Most likely Katarina now rotating down on towards Sivir. Sivir forcing the spell shield, having to flash away. Ignite coming out from Katarina in return, however. Blue team likely going to secure this tower here in the bot side as Cho'Gath rotates around, seeing if he can pick off some of this low HP kills that are fresh for the taking. He's going to run into Katarina in the river, however. That's not what he wanted. That is going to let blue team know about his plan. Sejuani does come back. Vayne's very low. She's taking a lot of damage from that northern flail. Sivir with the boomerang blade into the brush. Riven did not know that that was warded, and she's going to pay for that. Cho'Gath now on towards Katarina, looking to get another one of those strong kills that he got earlier with that feast burst. Sejuani flashing forward, throwing out her ultimate, but Thresh going to flash in return and escape. Red team now pinging on towards Dragon. They need to make a counterplay after losing that fight in the bot side in order to keep themselves in this game. Going into the mid game, Zac going to go ahead and take his own blue. Katarina not a mid who needs that. Zac not necessarily a jungler who needs it either, but not really important that it goes on either character. So Zac is going to take that extra experience and gold for himself. Red team now taking Dragon down, albeit very slowly. Sejuani and Alistar, both characters with very low base damage output in their kits. Sivir trying to do as much damage as she can, but without any items, only an Avarice Blade and a Longsword on top of her starting item. She's not going to be able to do a whole lot. They do secure it, however. First Dragon going over to red team here at the 9-minute mark. They're down 2,500 gold, but up a Dragon's going to help close that gap a little bit. Riven now going on towards Maokai. What we were talking about before the big fight broke out here in the bot lane is the fact that Maokai's going with that Righteous Glory team fight build first of all. That is going to help his team once he starts rotating, once they start having these 5v5 fights. They will have that extra engage, disengage potential. However, in the lane, he's going to have to play that much more carefully because without building armor early, Riven's going to be able to aggress onto him and do a lot of damage. So he has to be aware of the burst, he has to be aware of her kill potential since he's chosen the build path that he has. Vayne now having completed her Bilgewater Cutlass, Going to be looking to build that Blade of the Ruin King like all Vaynes love to do. Sivir going a bit more of a greedy start. Avarice Blade, an item that's absolutely terrible in terms of the stats that it gives you. Only giving you a 10% crit strike chance. Damn near worthless in an actual fight, but the reason they pick it up is that early gold gain that you get. Extra 3 gold per 10 automatically, plus 2 more upon killing a unit. So looking to get a little extra farm through that. Katarina looking to roam now. She is a stronger roamer than Cho'Gath simply because she has more mobility. She and Zac going to steal away the blue buff from the red team. That is more of a pain for them, however, than... Excuse me, that is more of a pain for them than it would be if they lost their own, as both Sejuani and Cho'Gath can make use of it being mana champions. 4 now bottom side for blue team. They're looking to move on towards this red team under their tower. Alistar does not have the ult in order to save himself. He and Sivir both going to drop, but Thresh going to drop in return. Cho'Gath is here. Ignite, Feast, Rupture, all on towards Vayne, and she's gone. Zac now trying to chase on towards him, but it's going to be a wet noodle fight as neither one really has the damage to take the other one out. Cho'Gath moving towards this tower. He wants to try to grab Katarina here. Rupture coming out, predicts the... Wrong, however. The tower goes down, and now Cho'Gath has to try to make this fight work. There's a lot of potential bursts coming out from Katarina if she jumps on top of him. He flashes away to safety. However, he's not quite safe as he's running now towards the blue team's tower. Riven comes down as well. It doesn't look like Cho'Gath's going to get away from this as Zac lands onto him with the Elastic Slingshot, picking up the kill. 9-5 now in favor of blue team, up just a little shy of 4,000 gold as they go up by 1 tower and 4 kills at the 11-minute mark. Katarina barely getting away as Riven secures the kill onto Sejuani. Sejuani dying in the pathing of the cliffs here as she was trying to get away. Sivir now going to try to defend down here, but there's not much she's going to be able to do against a Riven that's 4-1. Riven off to a wonderful start for herself, having that early Brutalizer. She's building the parts to a Tiamat, so she'll have that for the active and extra burst as well. Vayne now going on towards Maokai. He's not going to be able to get away from this. One more hit from the proc is going to secure that kill. Silver Bolts being able to melt through any amount of health or resistances that you want to be able to build. Vayne, a very problematic champion to try to play against versus these characters like Maokai that like to build as a brick wall. Zac up almost twice as much CS on Sejuani while also having much more kill participation. Zac just completely out-jungling her this game. All across the board, the gold disparity has to be huge there. Almost 2,000 gold up over his counterpart at just the 12-minute mark. That's an absolutely phenomenal lead as Zac takes control of the momentum of this entire game through all the pressure that he's putting on this red team. Cho'Gath trying to do what he can to help carry his team. He does have the best score on on red side right now. He is going to be their best chance of winning team fights as the game progresses. The burst coming out of him is going to be the trick. He's going to need to get that down onto Katarina or Vayne as they jump in, take them out of the fight early, and that's going to be how red team gets in and makes these fights happen. Zac now on towards Cho'Gath. Thresh and Katarina are here as well, but so is Sejuani. She doesn't have her ult quite yet, so red team not wanting to make this fight happen. Sivir's here. Thresh landing the pull on towards Cho'Gath. Katarina starts the Death Lotus. Cho'Gath throws the Rupture, but he doesn't hit anyone. Vayne secures the turret as Cho'Gath walks away with barely any HP. Final Ignite hit is going to get him. One more hit onto Katarina. She's going to go down. The minions are going to pick that one up. It's a 1-for-1 in mid lane. 2-for-1, excuse me. Zac and Katarina both going down as Cho'Gath goes down in return. Well played on red team, making the fight work out for them. Minions managing to pick up that kill on Katarina that looked like she was going to get away. Cho'Gath also about to get away with very low HP, but the final Ignite tick taking him off. Vayne now trying to run away from the entirety of red team, but final hour is not enough to get you away from 4 people. She's going to go down. Thresh trying to throw the lantern, but it's just no good. Riven now looking towards the mid lane, trying to come in and see if she can secure anything. Just kind of taunting red team here. Proxy farming these creeps in between the 2 mid towers. Going to Valor out of there and protect herself from the tower shot. Maokai now farming in the top side. Sivir with no mana. Likely not going to want to stick around for too much longer. She did manage to pick up a BF sword for herself, so she is much stronger. She's capable of having a solid participation in these fights, as opposed to just the Avarice Blade contribution, which is in only her ability to farm. Cho'Gath trying to throw out the Rupture. He misses it onto Thresh. If that would have hit, he would have been able to follow up with the Feast and get that kill for sure. Katarina now jumping on towards him. Death Sentence comes out, but that's going to be a miss as well. Silence comes out, stops Katarina from channeling that. That's one reason why Katarina has such a hard time dealing with Cho'Gath. The tankiness that he gets from the stacks on Feast, along with the fact that he can interrupt her ultimate with 2 out of 3 of his abilities, just makes it incredibly hard for her to secure those kills on top of him that she needs to get in order to snowball. Maokai now doing his best in top lane, but he is down 30 creeps, 4-1 compared to 1-2, not doing nearly as well as Riven is. Forced to get some armor early now in order to be able to defend against her. Cho'Gath, the only one on red team that's winning the CS matchup in his lane. Vayne and Sivir dead even, however, proving that just because your team's a little bit behind doesn't mean that you can't farm up and stay relevant. Sivir having that Avarice Blade purchase show up. Cho'Gath now being jumped onto by Zac. He's very low. Riven and Katarina going to jump in and secure that kill. Riven has the ultimate on her. She's looking for more blood. Alistar ultimate forced to come out. Maokai is exhausted. He's in the middle of the entire team with the ultimate on, trying to negate damage, but nobody else is there helping him. Riven lets the ultimate loose. Katarina securing the kill as Thresh barely escapes. Red team now forced to retreat. They've already lost 2, and it looks like they're going to lose this tower as well. Cannon Minion tanking the turret. They're going to bring this down incredibly quickly. 14-8 now. The team score at 15 minutes. 28,000 gold to 22,000 gold. Blue team starting to take over. They're not done yet either. They're pushing on towards this second tower. Zac jumping in the back with the elastic slingshot. Chilling Smite comes out. He does get defeated by Sejuani. Sejuani going to go down as well, though. Sivir now trying to get away. Both Alistar and Sejuani getting taken down in that fight just in exchange for Zac. Blue team coming out on top in a 1-2 once again. Blue team making these value trades. 1 for 2, 2 for 3. All these plays working out in their favor, and the most important part of this is it's not just a 1 for 2. It's a 1 for 2 that results in a tower. These are the kind of fights that Blue team knows how to force. These players that are well known in the league community as pros and high skill level players are able to discern when they need to make the fights and where they need to make the fights in order to actually make results happen, and they're getting it done. Cho'Gath now flashing on towards Vayne, lands the silence, but she condemns him backwards. Rupture coming out is going to miss her. She tumbles away from that, looking to get back to the safety of her tower. Cho'Gath looking to land another Rupture. Can he get it? He does land it onto her. Scream's going to come out. She flashes away from it. Cho'Gath needs to land the Ignite in order to get the kill, but he doesn't have the cooldown. He wants to land one more Rupture. Vayne, final hour, tumbles away from Rupture just in time. Cho'Gath's going to fail to secure that kill as Maokai looks to push bottom side. Zac is in the wings with Elastic Slingshot. He looks to go in here. Going in on towards Maokai. Misses the Slingshot damage on towards Cho'Gath. Chilling Smite comes down, though. Lets out the punch, but gets juggled by the Rupture and the Maokai Q. Katarina's here. She's going to try to jump. Ignite on towards Cho'Gath. He's surely going to go down from the Bouncing Blades damage. Katarina wants to go on towards the Maokai, and with Odd One's help, she manages to secure that. Riven now pushing down the mid lane, seeing what she can do here. She has that Hydra fully built, so she is incredible at pushing waves. Between her skill set and the passive on the Hydra, she's capable of deleting them in just a matter of seconds. Katarina getting caught out by Alistar and Sejuani, but there's not the damage to bring her down yet. Sejuani landing a wonderful ult. Sivir's there to get the damage. Katarina goes down as Blue team secures their first dragon of the game. Dragon count even now. Sivir retreating from Riven. Riven exhausted, but the ult is still out. Red team has to be careful. She's doing a lot of damage. Wind Slash comes out, but it only hits the Alistar who has the ult on. They do manage to pick him up despite that. And they're getting back in a 1 for 1 that resulted in another objective for Blue side, even when these trades are breaking even. 1-1 for the kills. Blue team making objectives happen out of it. Now going to get a tower from it as well. 19-10. Going to be up over 10,000 gold as soon as they grab this. 35.2 to 25.6. Zac jumping in. Thresh is there as well. Maokai's going to go down almost immediately. Sivir gets juggled in towards Blue team. She goes down as well. Blue team now looking to break the base before the 20-minute mark. Vayne tumbling in on towards Sejuani. Activates the Bork. She needs one more hit. She does get it. She's in danger from Cho'Gath now. He secures the feast. Gets the kill onto her. Thresh now going to get killed by the Rupture. Blue team going to have to likely fall back at this point. Cho'Gath cleaning up these kills on janitorial duty, seeing what he can mop up, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to secure anything else. They do stave off the push for now. They save the integrity of their base, but Blue team going to be back with a lust for vengeance here, being up just shy of 10,000 gold now. 18 minutes into the game, 5 towers to 1, 22 kills to 12. Blue team making plays and making plays that count. Every single engage they're taking, every single one of these fights, whether they break even or whether they win, they are making sure that they secure something off of it. They're getting a tower. They're getting a dragon. They're making things happen. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's not kills that win you the game. Kills simply open the door and enable the plays that win the game, and that's what Blue team is doing right now. Props to them. That's what you see from that high-level shot calling, and it's something that's going to make this game very hard to win for Red team. 2 members of Blue team topside now. The other 3 all the way on the other side of the map in their own jungle. Blue team might get converged on here. Sejuani charging over the wall. Maokai with the ult. He jumps on towards Riven. Boomerang Blade comes out. Riven's going to get taken down. Katarina runs away, but that's a free pickup for Red team. Blue team extending just a little bit here. Riven and Katarina thought they were safe, thought they might be able to secure a pickup here, but Red team grouping up as 5, jumping onto that, punishing them for that little overextension, that little bit of greed. Blue team now going to have to wait for Riven to come back before they can likely make any sort of big play. Cho'Gath does have his Ignite up, and that Ignite Feast burst is something that Blue team is going to have to respect. Scream comes out, starting to do less and less damage to Katarina now that she has the Abyssal Scepter. That extra magic resist really helping her to survive the Cho'Gath poke. But Red team now grouped up as 4, trying to deathball down mid lane and finish off this tower. Katarina gets initiated onto by Maokai and Sejuani, and she goes down. There's nothing left of her. Vayne pops final hour. She's in the middle of the fight. Thresh throws the box down in the middle of 5. Red team chasing on towards Vayne, but can they get her? She's in the invisible form. They can't quite get on top cover and secure the damage, but Cho'Gath does finally land it. Red team now on top of Zach. He's in the middle of 5, but he has no backup. Surely he's going to fall here. They're putting a lot of damage on towards him, but he's just so tanky. He does go down, but the passive is up. They have to clean up these bloblets. They can't let him get away with this like they did the last time that they copped him. Zach is going to go down. Thresh and Riven now, the only ones on blue team left to stand and try to hold this tower. Red team looking to push it down. They need to make sure they get this. They need more objectives. Teleport going to come in from Maokai as red team looks to push this as far as they can. Rupture comes out, hits both targets. Scream comes out. There's no escape. Maokai twisted advance on towards Riven. She goes down. Red team now going to follow up and secure the kill onto Thresh. That's a 2 for 0. Red team making massive momentum off of this original push and pick in top lane. They're getting things done. They're coming back into this game. They're going to take the second tower in mid lane. Katarina jumping into the middle of 5, getting a lot of damage off, but she gets exhausted. She's trying to do what she can with the resets, but she only gets 1. Vayne now being engaged on 2 by the entire team, and Final Hour is not ready. She gets taken down. Ace again for red team. Cho'Gath coming up big. 7-4-7 on the big red monster. Vayne 6-5 now, less than Sivir's 8-4. Blue team trying to come in, capitalize on the fact that red team is all low, that they're all out of resources, that they're all out of ults, but Katarina not capable of securing the damage she needed to secure in order to get the resets, and red team coming up big. They were down almost 10,000 gold. Now they're down less than 5,000. Towers now 5-3, still in favor of blue team. 23-20, the kills in favor of blue team. Dragon's tied up 1-1, but that's going to change here as the dragon will spawn in less than 2 minutes, and we know both teams are going to be contesting that. Zach picking up his blue buff. Blue team is going to go ahead, roam around, farm up resources. Katarina going bot to clear that minion wave out. Red team likely in high morale after that last push. They have to make sure that they maintain that cohesion, though. Vayne getting silenced. Final Hour already been popped. Going to take the lantern from Thresh to get away. Alistar tries to pulverize, but he doesn't land it. Vayne managing to keep herself safe there. If red team would have managed to pick her off, that would have been absolutely huge. Vayne and Katarina putting out a lot of damage. Riven as well. Though Riven does now have Black Cleaver, adding a little extra tankiness to her, making her a little harder to bring down and making those cooldowns happen more often. Cooldowns actually contributing a lot to Riven's survivability through the ability to allow those Valor shields to come up that much more often. Only a 4-second cooldown now on this nearly 400 health shield. Red team has a lot of targets that they have to go on to. Vayne, Riven, and Katarina all doing massive amounts of damage. Zach and Thresh just huge brick walls that they have to try to work around. These fights are really going to come down to red team getting an initiation onto one of those 3 targets, a solid lockdown, removing one of the 3 at the onset of the fight, making it so that they only have 2 of those critical targets to deal with, and then not converting all their attention on towards Zach and Thresh. Maokai now with the ult on. Sivir pops on the hunt. They're going on towards Vayne. She doesn't have Final Hour to escape. She gets destroyed. Red team now pursuing on to the rest of blue team. Katarina forced to jump away. Sejuani comes out onto 2. Katarina seeing what she can do. Cho'Gath gets exhausted. Zach's bouncing around in the backlines, but it's not going to be enough. Riven in the back, but she gets taken down before she can secure any kills. Red team now moving on to the remainder of blue team. Rupture comes out, kills Thresh. Katarina is on the retreat now. There's 5 on red team. Blue team has nothing they can say about this as red team comes up big. Alistar comes in with the headbutt pulverized combo. Zach comes in. It's a huge win for red team as Zach is the only one left alive. 4 members on red team now pulverizing him under his own tower. It's Alistar for a team, an ace for red side as they look to take this game back into their own control. 45,000 to 43,000 gold. Red team could potentially take the gold lead with what they get off the back of an amazingly fought team fight. Very well done on their part. Vayne, the only one alive here, trying to defend this tower, trying to poke red team away, but there's nothing she can do to save it. Vayne, a character with no wave clear and not a lot of range. She likes to get up in people's faces, skirmish in close, and that's not what you need in order to secure a tower. Red team now moving on towards this dragon, seeing if they can secure that for themselves, get an edge up over blue team in that way. The gold now damn near even. 45,500 to 44,000 gold here at the 24-minute mark. Red team, hard to believe they were once down 10,000 gold just 5 minutes ago, and now they're looking to threaten blue team in an even game. Katarina working on building Zhonya's now, trying to prevent herself from getting instigated in these situations where she's getting caught up. Blue team struggling to deal with the CC. They have so many characters capable of doing a lot of damage. Katarina, Riven, Vayne, just like we've talked about. However, red team's strength is in their crowd control. The Cho'Gath Rupture, the Cho'Gath Silence, Alistar's combo, the twisted advance from Maokai, and the Sejuani ult especially are just locking these carries on blue team down before they can get off that monstrous damage that they all have. And it's huge as well that Maokai's making sure he's in the middle of everyone as he goes in. He twisted advances, the ult immediately on. Vengeful Maelstrom reduces 20% of all incoming damage. That is just absolutely massive when 3 of the players on blue side, excuse me, are hard carries. Red team now, off the confidence of their previous engagements, looking to push. Blue team now taking a 1-3-1 split push strategy, trying to win that way. Sivir, Alistar trying to engage now. Righteous Glory has been popped. They want to go onto Vayne, but they can't quite get it. They're looking to take this inhibitor turret now. Riven pushing top side. She's going to want to try to see what she can do. Alistar getting engaged on by Zac. He's popping the ult, but it looks like he might just get detonated. Maokai now taking turret aggro. Vayne goes down thanks to Cho'Gath. Thresh just barely surviving. Red team now trying to see what they can do. Getting back. Riven is still top side, trying to see what she can do in retaliation in terms of split push. Katarina having to pop the Zonias to try to get out. Zac is already down. The passive's out. Cho'Gath collects that on towards Thresh. Zac, final Bloblet going to go down. Red team wins huge in the mid lane. 4 members surviving. Only Alistar going down as they take the 5v4 fight here. They're going to secure the middle inhibitor, but they're going to lose their top one to Riven. Red team might just be pushing for the win. Vayne, the only one on blue team that's going to be spawning, and it's still going to be another 10 seconds. Red team does not care about Riven's split push. They're going for the win right here. 25 minutes into the game. Red team pushing on towards the Nexus. They've got 1 tower down. Vayne is up. 10 seconds on Thresh. 15 seconds on Zac. 15 seconds on Katarina. They go on towards Vayne. She gets absolutely deleted. Second tower's down. Alistar respawn defending the red base. Red team now on towards the blue Nexus. They're going to destroy it. 26-minute game. GG. What a comeback from Red team. Down 10,000 gold. Still down 100 gold at the end. Coming back with an impressive victory. Blue team trying the split push strategy, trying the pick-off strategy, being a little too overconfident in how far ahead they were, underestimating their opponents as Red team pulls it together, makes the calls on when to push, when to go in, and how to capitalize as they catch these blue team members out. What an amazing comeback. GG Red team. Well played to everyone. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Captain Flowers. I am an aspiring shoutcaster. If you enjoyed this cast, if you would like to see more like it, please let me know with a message in the comments section. Also, feel free to check out any of the other videos on the channel. See if you like those. Leave me a comment on what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, and what you'd like to see more of. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.